Why is my Amazon listing not selling? An all too common phrase that every single Amazon seller thinks at least once in their journey. But in this video, I'm going to reveal the 3 frameworks that we use at the Amazon Whisperer to help figure out why a listing sales are decreasing and how you can combat that to turn it around. So there are a limited number of factors that come into play as to why a listing is not selling once you tick off the basics. These are going to include, is my price higher than all the competitors? Does my listing even have a buy box available? Do I have FBA inventory available for sale, etc. Once you have ruled out these more straightforward issues, you can begin to troubleshoot on the technical side. First thing is going to be to open up your search catalog performance report under brand analytics for 3 main metrics: impressions, traffic, and conversions. In order to find the cause of the loss of your sales, you need to look at the historical data. In particular, the time periods just before your sales started to decrease. This will give you a good idea of what range those 3 main metrics should be in. From there, you can compare those ranges with what the metrics are currently to see how far away you are from your target. If you do not have that historical data to work with, you'll have to look at what search volume your search terms are getting through Helium 10's tools such as Cerebro and Magnet to figure out what your impressions should be. But then for your traffic, a good click-through rate is around 1.5 to 2%, depending on your category. And lastly, a good conversion rate is 10% or more. So let's look at impressions first. There are only 2 ways that you can get impressions on Amazon: through organic SEO and PPC campaigns. So if your impressions have decreased or on the low side, you know exactly where to start looking. To check your organic SEO, you are going to want to use Helium 10's tools Cerebro and Magnet to create a new master keyword list of highly relevant and high search volume phrases. Check out our link in the description below if you want to get a good deal off your first few months. Amazon searches are changing in popularity all the time. A phrase that is receiving a lot of attention today could in 6 months down the line be receiving only a few searches per month. It is very important that you keep up with all of these changes in customer search behavior. That is why you will take this new master keyword list and compare the keywords in it to the keywords that are already on your listing. Maybe the keywords you previously focused on in the listing copy have seen a decrease in monthly searches, or maybe they were just the wrong keywords to begin with. PPC side can get a bit more complicated as there are so many things that can go wrong. The first thing is going to be to make sure that your campaigns are actually delivering. If your PPC campaigns are not delivering, then you're not going to be getting any paid impressions on your product listing. Once you've checked that off the list, now you want to look at what keywords you are targeting inside those campaigns. Same as your organic SEO, the popularity of those phrases could have decreased over time. From there, you will need to check your bids as well. PPC bids are also changing all the time. There are always new competitors launching new products on Amazon, and that just means that more people are competing for the same placements. That drives the bid prices way up. If you're not changing your bids to keep up with these increases, your campaigns will stop delivering as you will not be bidding enough to win that placement. Therefore, your PPC impressions increase. So to recap impressions, start with your organic SEO, checking what keywords are in your listing and what keywords should be in your listing, but then look at your PPC to make sure that your campaigns are actually delivering, what keywords you're targeting inside those campaigns. Lastly, what your bids are. Second metric to check is going to be traffic. These are the people who see your product on the search results page, but then they click through to actually visit the listing, otherwise known as click-through rate. If your traffic or click-through rate is low, simply search on Amazon that particular keyword phrase and see what the competitors are doing. What do their main images look like? How could you make your product stand out from everyone else? Sometimes you can do this by optimizing your main image to have a mock-up product packaging, including benefit badges, how many pieces are included with your product, what flavor it is, if it's a supplement. There are so many different strategies that you can use to make your product stand out from the crowd. Sometimes it could even mean that you make a simpler, more basic main image if everyone else has highly optimized, almost over-optimized main image. You just want customers' eyes to be drawn to your product rather than to the competitors on your left, right, above and below your product. Some less important factors that also affect traffic are going to be things such as your title, your price, reviews, any coupons you have, delivery date, and that all-important time badge. These are all secondary to your main image optimization, but are definitely worth looking at, especially coupons. It's a great way to draw customers' eyes to your listings by having that green coupon badge, because who doesn't love a good deal, am I right? Third and final metric to review is going to be your conversion rate. This is a percentage of the people who view your listing but then go on to actually make a purchase. The biggest factor that contributes to your conversion rate is going to be the creatives on your list. This includes listing images, infographics, lifestyle images, and A+ content. You can have very high impressions through the best organic SEO and PPC campaigns. Your click-through rates and traffic could be through the roof from a killer main image, but all of that is worth nothing if you're not able to convert the people who actually land on your listing. You have to be able to convert a browser into a buyer, otherwise your product is going to fail. You can increase your conversions by making sure that your listing images create an emotional connection with your customer. Why should they buy your product versus the competitors? How do they know that your product is going to be best for them? To do this, you need to optimize all the images on your listing based on your customer profile. We can do this by looking at customer demographics, brand analytics to see what ages are generally purchasing your product, what gender they are, where they are based, income level, and you can even use something such as ChatGPT to find what other interests your ideal customer is going to have. If your product is predominantly purchased by elderly women, then you're not going to be showing children in the listing images. That is not going to relate to your ideal customer profile. You also want to make sure that all the text in your listing images is directly related to that person and to the pain that they experience. The whole point of making that emotional connection with the customer is making them want to purchase your product. What better way to make someone want to purchase your product? You can prove that your product is going to solve whatever pain they are facing. These are the 3 quickest and easiest ways to check why your listing is not selling or why your sales are decreasing. There is always a cause behind every decrease or stagnation of sales on Amazon, and it's your job as managing the Amazon account to try and get to the bottom of it so that you can fix it. These are the exact frameworks that we implement into our clients' accounts every day here at the Amazon Whisperer, and it has helped them to generate over $100 million in sales on Amazon. If you want to see how we can grow your sales by 30% in 90 days through SEO, PPC, click-through rate, and conversion rate optimization, go to the link in the description down below to schedule your free consultation call with one of our Amazon experts today. If you got value out of this video and you want to learn more about how you can click-through rate, check out this video over here where we break down the most common strategies you can use to optimize your main image for click-through rate.